split it while you're pushing.
The lineman push and cut technique?
Yeah.
Got it. Patented.
We're learning.
Our pig must have been a smoker.
Why is that?
Look at her lungs compared to their lungs.
Alright.
And the liver and
Smoker and a drinker?
yeah. Don't let it
Oh, you
squirt
sure?
on us.
No, when he did the mail, it made like some nasty
Poppy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like some of it flew up and hit everybody in the face.
Yeah.
No one just wants to admit it.
I didn't feel anything in my face.
I just like watched
Let me
it
know
like
before you start
splatter.
talking.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Got
what?
my- got my singing a little bit on that. Okay.
You just cut his bone out? You're doing
Herbo.
surgery.
Yeah, yeah, a little bone too.
Herbo. Alright, so
Crap, my storage
you
is
remember
full.
Here,
here
you
up
want
on
this
this
big?
side where we had
Hold
like
on,
the
hold on.
ovary and oviducts.
Oh shit, took a picture.
So these oviducts, remember, also go by fallopian tubes and what was another one? Oviducts,
Uterine horn.
uterine tubes, and yeah. So anyway, and then up at the end here we got these ovaries. But where these uterine tubes come down here and branch off right off of the top of the uterus here, that's what we call them, the uterine horns. All right, and so that's one of your words. that
So
you have
where's
to
the
remember.
uterus?
All right, it's right here behind the bladder. Then we're-
Oh, you're serious. Start over.
No.
I've had a
All right,
photo.
now this is what we're going to do. We're going to cut through one of these umbilical veins right here,
Is that an umbilical artery?
or artery, because it's red in this case.
That's,
All right,
that's really rad.
that's some good latex, right? Injected in there. Okay, and then we're going to, which side of the scalpel do I want to use? Okay, see this tube right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is coming out of the bladder,
Okay.
and we had coming out of the kidney up here this tube here, which is a ureter.
Mm-hmm.
And if we cut through some of this tissue right here, and we followed that ureter all the way up, okay, we see that these ureters are coming down into the, like right here is the other side ureter, coming into the urinary bladder right there.
Okay.
But coming out the middle of the bottom here, this is the urethra. Okay,
Okay.
so that's urinary tube.
Okay.
Okay, we up to speed on that?
Mhm.
Right. Because check this strange thing out here. Alright, so right here, this was fallopian tube or uterine tube, right? And so this is actually the top of the uterus right here.
Oh, it's just little.
Okay, and so right here, the top of the uterus comes into this tube right here, but guess what? So does the urethra. And so this is a split right here between urinary system this direction and reproductive system this direction. So this tube here is shared. It's like the lower part of the vagina. You can actually see how the upper part of this uterus here is kind of darker colored, and this part of the vagina right here is a little bit lighter colored. Okay, so right here, and there's my tube system, still kind of joined together a little bit. We can separate that a little bit more.
They're joined.
Okay, so right here where it comes together, this is the urogenital sinus. Okay, and so it's part urinary system because that's where the urethra comes in here, and it's part reproductive system or genitals because it comes up over here into your vagina and uterus and on up there too. Okay, and so then that urogenital sinus will lead out here. This was that telltale sign we were looking for when we were trying to decide was it a male or female pig, that little finger-like projection called the genital papilla. And we know that papillas are a little finger-like projection. Okay, so bladder, urethra, urogenital sinus, vagina, uterus, uterine horns, fallopian tubes, uterine tubes, ovaries.
What's the uterine horns?
Uterine horns were just the lower end of the
Fallopian
oviducts here, yeah, fallopian tubes.
Okay.
Right where they connect to the top of the uterus there.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Now I'm just gonna